everybody, welcome back to Kiki Loves Nigeria. On this show today, I'm going to start my new segment of this my channel called Hey Kiki. And on Hey Kiki, what we do is I answer questions that you guys have for me. You say, "Hey Kiki," and then you ask your question. Well, I had one of my subscribers, his name was Jay Nice, and he said, "Hey Kiki, I want my girlfriend to come visit me in the United States. Does she need a passport and a visa? She's in Nigeria." And I said, "Let me check that out, and I'll be right back with an answer." Well, yeah, she does need a passport and she does need a visa. Okay, so in this video, we'll talk about the steps to get an international Nigerian passport. Okay, so you might say, well, why do you need a Nigerian international passport? Well, the main reason you need a Nigerian international passport is so you can travel, just what it says, internationally. So you can go any place you want outside of Nigeria. If you don't get an international passport and you decide you want to get the ECOWAS, I don't know how you say that, ECOWAS passport, what that passport does is it lets you travel from and throughout all the 15 countries in Nigeria, okay? Which means you can get that passport and you can travel to all the 15 states in Nigeria, not in Nigeria, I'm sorry, in West Africa, okay? But you cannot use it to travel outside of West Africa. So make sure you don't select that passport type, okay? You want the international passport, okay? There's two types of passports. There's a green passport and there's a blue passport, okay? The green passport is the standard Nigerian international passport, okay? That's the one you want. The blue one is for government officials, Nigerian government officials, okay? And you say, well, who needs the passport, okay? Again, anybody who wants to travel outside of Nigeria, you're going to need that Nigerian international passport, okay? If you want to go for business, if you want to go for leisure, if you want to go activities, anything, you're going to need, that's your first step to traveling, is getting that international passport, okay? Well, there's two types. You can get a 32-page passport or you can get a 64-page passport, okay? The 32-page passport is just what it says. It has 32 pages in the passport that they can stamp as you travel, okay? But if you're an avid traveler or if you're a business person, you travel for business, you might want to consider getting the 64-page passport, okay? The 64-page passport is just what it says. It has 64 pages, okay? Now we get to, but how much does it cost, okay? So all this payment application has got to be done online. None of this can be done in person, and you got to do it at the Nigerian Immigration Services website online. I will put the link in the description box below. Okay, so how much does it cost? Okay, so first let me tell you again, payment has to be made online. The payment has to be in Nairas or dollars. They do not take any other currency other than Nairas and dollars, and cash payments are not accepted, okay? For the 32-page passport, 32 pages in your booklet, your passport booklet, okay? If you're between the age of 0 and 17, or if you're 60 and older, your passport will be a total of 10,750 Naira. That's 10,750 Naira or 77 US dollars, okay? If you're between the ages of 18 and 59, your total passport fee will be 17,000 Naira. Okay, that's the total price. And that price is broken down by, there's 15,000 for your passport, okay? And then there's $2,000 for the address verification fee for your passport. So for the passport for someone 18 through 59, their total price of their passport in US dollars is around $106. Okay, don't forget that's for the 32-page passport, and that's the passport that most people will use. 64 again is for business, or it's for somebody who's an avid traveler who travels a lot. Okay, and if you decide, well, I'm going to be coming a lot to see, my boyfriend, and I want to travel a lot. So then, and you decide you want the 64-page passport, or you are a business traveler, then you might want to go ahead and get that, and that is 20,000 naira is the passport fee, and the address verification fee is again 2,000 naira, which is a total of 22,000 naira. Okay. Again, these prices are subject to change, so you might want to check with the Nigerian Immigration Services online before you just go with these prices, because they're subject to change at any time. Okay. And before you can apply, you need to get these certain papers together. Okay, you got to have all this to register for a Nigerian International Passport. First, you have to have the completed application. You have to have 2 recent passport photos. Okay, they have to be passport size. Okay, which is 2 by 2, 2 inches by 2 inches. Okay, you also you have to have proof of payment. You have to have a copy of a valid ID, and you have to have your birth certificate. You also have to have a completed guarantor's form. Okay, the guarantor's form is just a form that somebody's guaranteeing, yes, this is the person they say they are. Okay, and that they gotta have a copy of their Nigerian passport also. If you're married, they want a copy of your marriage certificate and your name change affidavit. If you're under the age of 18, you got to answer the same. You need the same documents, except you need a letter with consent to travel from your mother and your father. You need it from both parents. Okay, so you good so far? We got that. Okay, so once you get all those documents together, you're ready to go and file your information. You're ready to upload all your documents. Okay, so this is once you get your passport is valid for 5 years, and the processing days for e-passports and times are Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., Friday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'm sorry, and the pickup time is Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Okay. The processing time online says it only takes 48 hours. But again, I would check to verify all this, because in Nigeria, just like here, things are subject to change, especially with COVID-19. Okay, so after you've done all that, you've submitted your documents online, you got your passport back within those 48 hours, or maybe 72, or however long it takes, but you got your passport back. Now you're ready to apply for your visa. Okay, so the biggest thing now for you to do is decide which is the best visa for you guys for your particular situation. Okay, so we talked about in the other video about a visitor visa, but because this is your girlfriend, okay, and if you guys are really serious, and if you guys think that you might want to get married, why don't you start thinking about exploring the K1 visa? That's another option, and that's an option for a fiance visa, which means that's a non-immigrant visa. Okay, and you come here, you have 90 days to get married, just what it says. It's kind of like the show 90 Day Fiance. Okay, they all come here with that 90-day visa, and you got 90 days basically to get married, and then after that you can file for the immigration. But again, things get tricky with Nigeria, because right now Nigeria is banned from all immigration to the United States. They are completely banned. Okay, but remember, we have a new president. Okay, each president comes in with their different platforms. So far they're saying Joe Biden is going to be more friendlier to immigration. We don't know yet. We just have to wait and see. Okay, so that's why I said I would get everything in order, because you don't know how this is going to play out. You don't know. So don't just assume, well, there's no immigration for Nigerians, I can't go. No, you just need to pray, put that out in the universe, get your papers together, and just file it. Just file your papers and just go with that. Just go with that. So the next video, I'm going to do a video on the K1 visa, so you guys can get a little information on that. I'm sorry it takes me a couple of days, or maybe 3 or 4 days to do these videos, because I have to look for the information, And everything seems like with Nigeria is always so difficult to understand. I don't know why, but anyway, I will go ahead and get that video started for you guys on the next video, and that's going to be how to apply for a K1 visa. If you have any questions or a comment, please drop it below, and don't forget to like my video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to comment, and always remember, Kiki loves Nigeria.